What is up? What's up, Michael? That's right, the Tokyo is here. Watched a little of it be open to try to see what it's like. Not many videos of it, to be honest. So, pretty exciting. What's up, Greg? What's up, Carlos? I think people are getting pretty burnt out on Series 1, which is why this was harder to fill, even though it's different. You know, it's the same base, but you know, the Tokyo series is a lot more rare. I would say it's pretty hard to find in the U.S. I have a couple more boxes, Carlos. This will be the only one that I'll do all the Tokyo series. I'll mix the other ones in with some mixers and stuff. But I do have a couple more boxes. What's up, Travis? But yeah, this is what we got. We got 5 of these bad boys right here. I want to get that card right there, right? Ichiro Ohtani dual auto. Be pretty sick. From Japan. There's the top sticker in Japan. Japan. So, hope we get some cool stuff. We'll find out. Alright, it's 9:59. Close enough. We got a couple people in here. Let's get this party started. We got our lucky G-Loft card. We'll have to figure out who's going to be our lucky rookie for this year, for 2025. But for now, we got the G-Loft. All right, here we go. Box number 1. There is 16 packs, 14 cards per pack. 224 cards per box. That is a lot of packs. Alright. Here we go. From what I saw from the videos that I watched, that's right. A lot of shipping. It's kind of like the rest of Series 1, where all the base. Now, it has the same base, and then the good cards are in the back, and then maybe a base at the end. So, we'll go slow at first, just to make sure, and then we'll fly through the base that are at the beginning. But I think these are all just going to be normal base at the beginning, till we get to here. That's when the parallels start. And a base on the back there. Alright, so we got a Sid Mullins as our first card. And we got some kind of cool card. So we got a Sid Mullins on the foil here. We got a sweet Freddie Freeman to the Dodgers. I should have looked over these WTD4. I should have looked over the inserts again before I went live so I'd remember the names. But that's one of the inserts. Then we got a Stars of the MLB and a Stars of Japan. So we got Saya Suzuki on the Stars of Japan and Bryce Harper on the Stars of the MLB. So you know what? I'll sleeve all the Stars of Japan. Just because. That's how I roll. Let's set this over there. Set this here. The lame version of Freddie, huh? The Dodgers version. We'll see how rare this particular insert is. I can't think of what it's called. But I like it. Alright. First pack down. I think that's going to be the general layout here. I would assume any of these inserts would sell decently well just because, you know, there's not that many in the U.S. would be my guess. I could be wrong. All right. Oh, how about this? We got an auto going to the Dodgers, it says. Darvish. And it's out of 25. 9 out of 25. 9 out of 25. Stars of Japan. Darvish. Greg might absolutely destroy in this break with the Dodgers. We'll see. Dodgers and Cubs are definitely the most loaded, for sure. I wondered what the odds are to hit like base autos and stuff in Series 1 compared to like these, but we'll see. Alright, we got a Bartolo Colon. That's a different insert. Then we got Yoshida and Ohtani. Gonna be lots of Ohtanis. Yoshida on the Stars of Japan. And then an Aaron Judge base card at the end. Alright. Auto out of the second pack. Hopefully that's a good sign that there's a lot of autos in these. I do not know for sure, but we're going to find out together. Alright. We got our base at the front here. We got a Ty France. Got Reese Hines on the 35th anniversary. Then we got Nacho. Gotta get a good Nacho. Ichiro and Skeens. Braves team card. Alright, we'll go a little bit faster through the base because there is a lot of cards in here. Then we got Willie Mays, Call to the Hall. So this is going to be your average pack here with one insert. 1 Stars of the MLB, 1 Stars of Japan, and then the base card at the end. So that's your average pack, it seems like. Stars of the MLB, Stars of Japan, and an insert. So we got all our base, and we got Lane Thomas to the Guardians on the rainbow foil. We got Saya Suzuki on this insert. Connor Joe. Then we got Ichiro, Yankees Ichiro, by the way, and Arenado. What's the other? So there's Mariners Ichiro and there's Yankees Ichiro. To be honest, I forgot that Ichiro even played for the Yankees. I don't know if there's any Stars of MLB on the or Stars of Japan on the Braves either, Travis. Not that I'm aware of. Alright, we got Godzilla. Hideki Matsui. Oh, like my voice is behind the video. The audio's behind the video. Darvish and Mookie Betts. Or like the videos being terrible. Darvish. Stars of Japan. Alright, sweet. I was going to say, if I need to do something, I can try. Hey, there you go. You're already at a profit, Greg. And you got 4 more boxes. So you're riding high right now. All right, we got Trout on the 35th anniversary. And we got another U and a Lindor. Toglia. I'm hoping we get at least 1 auto per box. That would be epic. All right. Bobby Witt on the greatest hits. Then we got Bobby Witt again and Yuki Matsui. Padres, I know, have a couple. Mets, I think, has one. Can't remember who else. Oh, yeah, Cubs definitely do. All right, Rocio. Okay, we got something different here. Different insert that may be more rare. This is the... Well, got Michael Kopech. Yeah, the Giants do too. Michael Kopech. On the... God, I can't think of what this one's called. This insert. But I think this one is a more rare insert. We'll see how rare. But that is a sick card. I like it. We got a Will Smith. Matsui in the Angels uniform. Endeavors. And then Mountcastle. Boom, number 2. There was a Schwellenbach rookie. Alright, we got Yusei Kikuchi to the Mariners. Carlos Correa. And we got a Brooks Lee and an Ohtani. I think that might be our first Stars of Japan Ohtani. Gilbert Diaz. All right, we got a Connor Joe rainbow foil. Graceffo on the 35th anniversary. Ernie Clement. And we got a Julio and a Yu Darvish. All right. Sandy Koufax, call to the hall. We got a Gunner and a Shintaro Fujinami. On the Stars of Japan. Oscar. And we got Matsui and Yelich. David Hamilton. Manny Ramirez. I saw that too. There's Ohtani, Angels Ohtani, and a Dylan Cruz. Yeah, like every base card, maybe not every, but a lot of base cards have the parallels out of 10. It's on the checklist. I can't remember. Guess it ain't every base card, but a lot of them do. Hurston, Waldrop. We got Corbin Carroll and Yamamoto. There's an LA Future Stars. All right, last pack of box number 1. Ohtani, greatest hits. We got Andrew Vaughn on the back. We got Murakami and Mike Trout. That's the dude right there, right? Murakami. All right, we're going to put this on a stand until we figure out exactly how rare it is. I don't know if these are going to be 1 per box or rare, but we'll find out. I know they're cool looking, that's for sure. All right, box number 2. All right, let's go 2 for 2 on autos, huh? Or a 1 of 1 would also be awesome. All right, we got our base. We got a Cubs rainbow foil. Actually, not a rainbow foil, but a foil. Yamamoto, John Gray, and we got Acuna and Kenta Maeda to the Tigers on the Kenta. We got our base. Mansouri, Murakami. There's a Shota and a Juan Soto. Orioles team card. Jace Young. Oh, we got a numbered Altuve. That might be the Independence Day one. 69 out of 76 it is. Altuve Independence Day. And it's 69 out of 76. Which is a double. That's a double boom right there. Nice one for the Astros. All right, we got a Ted Williams. 35th. Suarez. And we got Senga and Chapman. All right, we got our base. Ohtani. There's going to be 1 million Ohtanis. I guarantee it. Judge and Matsui. Got a Lawrence Butler rainbow foil. I wonder how they'd feel in Japan getting an Independence Day parallel. You think they're like, what is this? What does this even mean? Ellie and Otani. Pete Crow. Insert. There's the Skeens. Carlos Santana. Got a Red Sox team card. We got Shota and you. So you got both Shotas now. Stars of the MLB and Stars of Japan. Which means you can retire, Michael, because you got them both. Gunner on the 35th. And we got Fujinami and Kobe Mayo. Neto. Bryce Harper on the All Tops team. I'm sure you did. Probably multiple. Seth Lugo. And we got Hideki Matsui and Fernando Tatis. Altuve. Otani. There he is. Newt Bar. And we got Otani again and Jordan. Angels Otani. Matt Chapman. Shea Whitcomb. And we got Lou Bob and Yamamoto. Tommy Edman. So as you would have guessed, a lot of base, a lot of repetition. We got a Will Warren foil, rookie foil, to the Yankees. Matt Olson, 35th. Eloy. And we got Carlos Correa and Murakami. First pitch, Murakami. All right. Willie Castro. We got Vladdy Jr. and Saya Suzuki. Jeff McNeil. Dansby. Chris Bassett. Yoshida and Corey Seager. Ozuna. A-Rod. All right, Ichiro and James Wood. Greg Jones. We can't do one of these without getting a parallel, can we? Judge, Santander, and Soto. Rainbow foil. Parallel. Martinez, 35th anniversary. Then we got Devers and Kikuchi. Tyler Stevenson. All right, last pack of box number 2. Bobby Witt on the Cactus League. Zach Wheeler. Ichiro and Brooks Lee to the Twins. All right. 2 boxes in so far. Box 1 was definitely better than box 2. Let's see how box 3 goes. All right, here we go. Box number 3. Got all our base up front here. We got a Bryce Harper to the Phillies. It's an aqua. There we go. Non-numbered, but still cool card. Aqua foil. Jackson Merrill. Greatest hits. Tyler Phillips on the back. Then we got a Brooks Lee and an Ichiro. Rendon. Mookie. Brandon Fett. And we got a Julio and a Kikuchi. My top loaders are my penny sleeves are upside down. That's annoying me. All right. JJ Bleday. Nacho. All right, Gary Sheffield. Insert. Clayton Kershaw. Then we got a Gunner and an Ichiro. A lot of Ichiro cards, as you would guess. There would be. Ichiro for days. All right. Ryan Mountcastle on the rainbow foil. Babe Ruth, 35th. Sonny Gray. And a Yelly and a U. Cubs U. Ellie on the Cactus League. DeCenzo. Then we got a Dylan Cruz and a Yu Darvish. Nico Warner. We got a Seth Brown. We got a Corbin Carroll and a Yuki Matsui. Reese Hines, Hunter Green. Got a Kikuchi to the Mariners. We got a Trout and a Marlins Ichiro. First Marlins Ichiro we saw. Figured there'd be a Marlins Ichiro in here. And I was right. Fernando Tatis on the 35th anniversary. Taj Bradley. And we got a Bryce Harper and a Maeda. Kenta Maeda. Alright, Casey Mize. Ketel Marte on the All Tops team. Reds team card. Then we got Otani and Imanaga. Alright, we got a Lane Thomas. I think that's our second Lane Thomas parallel. Will Smith. Skeens and Senga. Lucky Will Smith. Royce Lewis on the front. Manny. Ramirez. Bryson Stott. Then we got Arenado and Hideki Matsui. Yelly. Pujols. Ben Rice rookie on the back. J. Ram and Otani. Skeens on the Grapefruit League. Jimenez. We got a Mookie and a Yu Darvish. We got a Marlins team card. Rainbow foil. Teoscar. And we got a Lindor and a Fujinami. Alright, we got our base. There's a Bartolo Colon. Bradley Blaylock. Then we got a Bobby Witt and Hideki Matsui. Our last pack of box number 3. DeCenzo, 35th. Charlie Blackmon. We got Acuna and Otani. All right. Box number 1 has still been the best so far. The rest have been very Series 1-y, if that makes sense. Very much like Series 1 that we have experienced so far. Alright. It did indeed. The first box, I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. So hopefully the fourth box is like the first box. Because we started out really good. Alright. We got a Dalton Varsho rainbow foil. There's a Shota. Clayton Kershaw. And we got a Skeens and Ohtani. Kikuchi insert. You say Kikuchi. Sonny Gray. You and Jose Ramirez. Alright, Chris Taylor on the front. And we got Bryce Harper, 35th anniversary. DeCenzo rookie. And we got Arenado and Fujinami. Hey, we got a gold in here. We got a gold of Lane Thomas. We're getting all the Lane Thomas parallels. 1565 out of 2025. Yeah, I do too. I like the blue inserts, whatever they're called. They are cool. I like them. Lane Thomas out of 2025. We got a Corbin Carroll. Seth Brown on the back. Hideki Matsui, Mookie Betts. Oh. G-Loft, come on. Yeah, we need G-Loft to bring us some luck here. Alright, we got a Mookie. Nick Gordon. Lindor and Ohtani. Logan Webb. Dancing Teoscar. We got like our fifth Manny Ramirez. At least. I think it's actually the third. Yamamoto and Bobby Witt. But it feels like the 1 millionth. Jan Kinsey. Got a Jordan going to the Astros on the foil. Cool Jordan. Manny Machado, 35th. We got a Reds team card. We got Acuna and Murakami. Strand not rookie. I was going to say rookie. But he's not a rookie anymore. Bryce Harper. Greatest hits. We got Nick Lodolo, Juan Soto, and Saya Suzuki. Otto Lopez on the front. Justin Steele. Christian Mania. I got a U and a Julio. Colin Ray. First ever MLB game in Tokyo was in 2000. BT Dub. Will Brennan, Gunnar Henderson, and Yu Darvish. Jonathan India, Drew Thorpe on the 35th anniversary. Dylan Cease. We got a Yelly and a Yuki Matsui. We got a Bogarts, Xander Bogarts, that is a Aqua Rainbow Foil. Hank Aaron, Call to the Hall. We got a Michael McGreevy, Dylan Cruz, and Marlins Ichiro. Aqua Bogarts. Alright, Brian Hayes. We got Dylan Moore on the foil to the Mariners. Walker Buehler. We got a Corbin Carroll and a Kenta Maeda. River Ryan, Gary Sheffield, Estrada, we got a Trout and a Shota. Dylan Cruz rookie. There's a Lindor 35th anniversary. Tyler Phillips rookie on the back. Then we got a Bryce Harper and a Kodai Senga. That's right, Travis. You should know I am always the expert pronunciator. Alright, we got an Aaron Judge, greatest hits. Brandon Pfaadt. Then we got Ohtani and Matsui. And we are down to our last box. First box was awesome. Middle three boxes, not as awesome. Hopefully last box is also awesome. That's right, Michael. Like I said, expert pronunciation. Never forget. Alright, our final box here. Juan Soto. We got this. Aaron Judge and Matsui. Manny Machado. There's a Skeens. Kevin Alcantara. There he is. There's the Alcantara Zach Neto, Darvish, and Arenado. Or Alcantara. I'm sure it's probably better pronunciation, but yeah. Alright, Connor Norby, Mitch Haniger, Seth Lugo. Then we got a Mookie and a U. Dansby on the front. Chipper, 35th anniversary. We got a Newt Bar, Lindor, and Yuki Matsui. Darvish. Ricky Henderson on the call to the Hall. Shea Whitcomb rookie. We got a Bobby Witt and an Ichiro. Marlins Ichiro. We got Kenta Maeda on the foil. Yamamoto. Then we got Eloy, Acuna, and Maeda again. Pedro Leon. David Ortiz, Big Papi. We got Willie Castro, Juan Soto, and Shota Imanaga. All right. Need something different, right? It's getting very Series 1-like, as we should have imagined. Ben Rice, 35th anniversary. Chris Bassett. Then we got a Matt Chapman and a Senga. Connor Wong. Saya Suzuki. Got a Brandon Marsh. Ohtani and Yelich. Saya Suzuki. Maybe something. Oh, it's some kind of relic. All right, we got something different here. We got some kind of hit here. Trevor McGill. All right, we got Major League Material, Jordan Westberg. Going to the Orioles. Ahmed Rosario. Martinez. We got a Dylan Cruz and Yamamoto. Jordan Westberg to the Orioles. Hey, guess what? It is something different. And I don't have any 110s. So I'll have to find one after this. we go. Just what you wanted, a Jordan Westberg player-worn relic. I have to get at least one Major League Material relic in a Series 1 break. Or it's not even a real Series 1 break. Those are the rules. Alright, we got Yastrzemski to the Giants. We got an Ellie. We got John Gray, Corbin Carroll, and Murakami. Yeah, that's true. Chipper Jones, first pitch. Orioles team card. Alright, Chris Taylor. Arenado. We got a Clayton, Kershaw, Suarez. Then we got a Bryce Harper and a Yoshida. Three packs to go. Let's get another hit. We can do it. Bobby Witt on the top. Altuve. Freddie Freeman. Then we got Ohtani and Ichiro. We can do it. Mitch Keller. Ooh. This looks different. Is this a home field advantage? It is. Alright. Brooks Lee. There we go. Going to the Twins on the home field advantage. All right. AKA the Tops downtown. Let's just sit this right in the middle. Like that. There we go. I like it. Then we got a Braves rainbow foil. There's your hit of the break, Travis. You're welcome. Then we got a Devers 35th anniversary. A Skeens and a Kikuchi. All right, our final pack. All right. Corbin Carroll, we got a Gunnar Henderson, Grapefruit League. There was no mojo in the last pack. Jose Ramirez and Ichiro. And that does us, guys. I will do a recap. Not a very long recap, but a cool recap. We did get 1 million of these cards right here. Maybe the whole set. These are not top loaded. The Stars of Japan, we got a bunch of those. But here is our hits of the break. This one is top loaded because it is a rookie. Kevin Alcantara. Then we got an Aqua Rainbow Foil, Xander Bogaerts to the Padres. A Gold Lane Thomas to the Guardians out of 2025. Bryce Harper on the Aqua Foil. All right, then up here to the Orioles, we had a Jordan Westburg Major League Material. We had the Altuve Independence Day out of 76, 69 out of 76. Then we had the Brooks Lee Home Field Advantage. Then we had this, I do not know what this insert is called, but it is sick. Michael Kopech. Only got one of these, so it's pretty rare. And we got one auto, Darvish. And it is out of 25, 9 out of 25. I guess that is the orange parallel. Sweet card. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. The first box was loaded. Wish every box was like the first box, but it was something different, some different inserts. Hope you guys liked it. Sorry, most of it was very Series 1-y with a lot of base and a lot of boring old inserts, but yeah, something different to do. Hope you guys had fun. Until the next one, I am out of here. Appreciate you all. We'll see you.